Hey everyone, today is March 31st. I am going to give you a quick little lesson over surface area of cylinders, notes and examples. Please excuse my handwriting. I'm still working with this pen to get really good at it. Okay, so first of all, over here, I'm going to draw a cylinder as best as I can. A cylinder, would be the shape of a tube, like a Pringles can or a can of soup. The important things to know about a cylinder is that the line, oh, that is wrong. The line halfway across the circle is called the radius, and the line that is going up and down is the height. Sometimes cylinders are laid flat, like if pretend you have a water bottle and it's laid flat. The cylinder's height is still the part that goes from circle to circle, okay? So it doesn't matter if it's laying down or if it's standing straight up. This is still the height. That is still the radius. As long as we know both of these numbers, we're going to be able to fill in our formula that we are given for the surface area of a cylinder. Today's lesson is going to be a little different, the way that you're actually going to give me the answers, because IXL does not really work too well with um, this specific topic. So you're going to have to pay attention to the way that we're going to do our lesson and assignment for today. Okay, so let's pretend that the radius for this is 4, and that the height for this is, I'm going to put them in different colors. So we're going to say that this is a radius of 4, and this is a height of 6. Sure. Okay. So when you go into your actual formula, basically you're just going to start taking the stuff out and marking the correct values in for what they said you were supposed to do. So first of all, this is how it reads. 2 times pi times r times h. Let's rephrase that. 2 times pi times the radius times the height plus 2 times pi times the radius squared. Now, if you're ever asked for a lateral surface area, basically you just take only part of this surface area, because lateral is this part around the cylinder. So basically, if you took a Pringles label off of the Pringles can, it would just be the around part of the cylinder and not the top and the bottom. That is called lateral surface area. We won't have any lateral surface area problems, but I do need you to know that that is what it is, okay? So let's talk about this, and I'm going to show you how exactly to calculate it, like with a simple calculator, maybe like a phone calculator or the computer calculator, okay? This is how. So we will take, a 2. We know that pi is 3.14, and I use parentheses. These are supposed to be parentheses to show multiplication. Okay, my radius I said was 4, so I'm going to multiply this times 4, and my height was 6. All right, then it says to add, and I don't know why. Oops, I wrote pi. I meant to write 3.14 times 3.14, and the radius squared. That means I am taking whatever the radius is and multiplying it twice, not adding it twice and not multiplying it times 2. It's very different. 4 times 4, it is 16. So I'm just going to go ahead and write a 16 instead of writing 4 times 4. Okay, so then I start to calculate. 2 times 3.14 is 6.28. And you can definitely do that in your calculator. I did it already in my calculator before this to make sure that I was not going to give you all the wrong information. 4 times 6 is 24, plus 2 times 3.14 again is 6.28, and then times 16. All right, getting closer and closer. Then I find 6.28 and multiply it times 24. I'm going to do it on my calculator just because I don't want to give you the wrong answer, but also I want to show you that this is able to be done on just a regular old calculator. The answer is 150.72, and then I take 6.28 times 16, and I get 100.48. 100.48. And then I take the two numbers and I add them together. And I'm going to do that really quick. and I get 251.2. 51.2. Now, the only thing I do want you to know is that sometimes you will get nice and even decimals like this, and sometimes you might get a few decimals. However, just make sure that whatever you're answering, that you're rounding to whatever they say. For me, I want you to round to the nearest tenth. This one is already rounded to the nearest tenth, so we don't need to change any numbers. However, just a quick rounding lesson. If we had this number or this number or this number, and I said I wanted it only to be rounded to the nearest tenth. That means we're going to leave one place here. This number right here is too big technically for us, so we jump that number up one more and make it 251.3. This number right here is not big enough, so we leave it alone, and we leave alone 251.4. And then this one here, again, I look at the number next to it. It is too big, so I jump that number up to whatever it is, 251.3. I meant to write a 2 right there. Anyways, that is my quick rounding lesson because I need you to make sure that you always listen to directions. However, my directions are going to be a little bit different. Okay, so here are your surface area notes. If you need to pause the video and make sure that all your notes are completed, do so, please. However, I am about to show you what your assignment is. On Google Classroom, on this post where you found this video, you have something strange. It is an actual textbook insert where it's talking about surface area. It is very useful, and this information is very, very useful. So I want you to read everything that it tells you and watch the examples because they will help you way more than mine will also. Notice that they use the actual pi for pi. I don't think they use 3.14. I think they use like pi buttons. Anyways, you should go all the way down to here. You notice 1, 2, 3, 4. You do not have to do this part. I need you to do 5 through 14. You have a bunch of cylinders. Remember, some are laying on their sides. And then be careful with 13 because it doesn't give you the radius. It gives you the diameter, which is the whole way across and not halfway. You have to tell me what the radius of this is, or you don't have to tell me. But you're going to have to calculate the radius in order to calculate the surface area of this cylinder. When you get these answers, you should get answers that look very, very similar to the answer that I got here in my notes. You should have it look very similar like this. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to your Google. And usually you go here to find Classroom. However, I want you to go to your email. You're either going to use your Gmail button here or this button. It doesn't matter which one. You're going to open up an email saying compose. You type in my name, Marissa Garza, Miss Garza, Garza, and you type Marissa Garza. There you go. You will say homework, March 31st, so 3/31. I need this to be in the subject line, okay? Homework 3/31 has to be in this subject line for a reason. When you go to the homework like this, you have to tell me what your answer choices are. So you will have number 1 and you will have numbers. You'll tell me number 2 and you'll give me blah, 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 numbers. Number 3. So that is how your answers are going to be. Okay, you're going to tell me 1, 2, 3, all the way. Oh, actually, it's not 1, 2, 3. It is, what did I say? Start with 5, end with 14. So that is how you're going to do it. Mine just went to a draft. Sorry, guys. So you're going to go to the draft, or I mean, not the draft, the email, and then type 5. Number 5 and whatever answer you get, and number 6 and whatever answer you get. Make sure you don't type number like a 5 and then say that your answer is 100 because now it looks like 5,100. Don't do that. Okay. When you're done, you click submit or you click send. So it is a button that is there, right there, send. And once you send it to me, it'll pop up on my inbox with your name on it. So you don't even have to put your name in the email. Okay. All right, guys. That is it for me. Make sure that you are doing your work today and every day. And I'll talk to you tomorrow.